So once mowing season finally started, I started a new series on this channel. It was called Lawn Care Like a Boss. It was a weekly video showing everything that went on that week. In the first Lawn Care Like a Boss, I showed you guys how I built my truck toolbox and also how I saved some bunnies. Also in that video, I showed you guys how I striped straight. In the second Lawn Care Like a Boss, I showed you guys the first ever Walker mower hopper cam. I talked a little bit about making decisions on whether to cut when it's wet. I took you guys along with me to bid a lawn care job. And here's where a rock flew up and hit me right in the lip. Man, that hurt. We did another truck talk video. And in Like a Boss number 3, I found a Google Earth shot of a property that I mowed. I think it turned out really well. Also in Lawn Care Like a Boss number 3, I tested out the right standard. I lost a blower and I took you guys on a dealer tour. Then I made a fun video about some lawn care YouTube. Don't come at me, bro. On the way into work, popular song Uptown Funk came on the radio. Me, Hunter, and Zach, we got down. In Like a Boss number 4, I bought a new blower and I showed you what happens when you leave grass in the hopper over the weekend. Zach fixes a flat in a tire and the 3 of us do 1 yard in 8 minutes. The next video I did, we decided to rebuild a Kawasaki engine. In Lawn Care Like a Boss number 5, we used the 60-inch right some more, and Hunter and Zach can't start a blower. Hunter does a backflip off the walker into a pile of grass, and I get my kids involved. I get them on the 60-inch right. We do some talking about floating decks, and I show you guys my 34-inch gravel. In Lawn Care Like a Boss number 6, I ran into a pretty big snake at one of the office parks that I mow. I did some mowing with the hopper open on the walker, and bought a power washer to help clean my equipment. Here's a video that I did that I really enjoyed. I mowed my yard from start to finish, and in doing so, I accidentally killed a garter snake. In the last Lawn Care Like a Boss, I talked a little bit about my speed feed heads and how much I love them. And here's a tip on how I keep my trimmers dry when it's raining. At this point of the year on my channel, I decided to go away from weekly videos. I thought they were too long, and not too many people like watching 30 to 45-minute videos. So instead, I started making shorter videos. I started making daily vlogs, making them 3 or 4 times a week, and I think it worked out a lot better. In my very first vlog, Jesse brought out his 42-inch mulching walker, and we used it for the day. In my second vlog, Hunter is in Alaska, and Zach is in North Carolina. Me and Jesse are trying to stay caught up, but it just keeps raining. I'll show you guys how to fix the bottom plate on a steel edger from grinding on the concrete, and I ran into a good friend of mine, Torrance. On my third vlog, me and Jesse fixed the scalping problem with the right standard. On my fourth vlog, I show you guys how I use the Walker mower as a rear discharge mower, and I also show you how I blow off patios with my trimmer. On the next vlog, I mow by myself. I got 2-acre lots to do. I'm using the 60-inch right stander, and it's still very wet, guys. In vlog number 6, we got the turf tracer running again, and I stick my head in the Walker mower hopper and I get blown in the face with grass. In my 7th vlog, I burnt my finger on a shear pin, and the trigger on my steel weed eater broke. But the best part about this vlog is I got to get my son out with me and do a little cleanup.
He's battled some stuff in his life, but he's not letting it hold him back. And he liked it. He liked coming out working with Dad, and I really enjoyed having him with me. I want to do this more often. I really do. This was a good experience for him and me.